government policies and interventions for development in various sectors and issues arising out of their design and implementation. Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill 2018. What to study? For prelims, key features of the bill. For mains, significance of the bill. Context, the Lockstep House has passed the Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill 2018. Punishment for both bribe givers and takers has been enhanced to make it a deterrent for the corrupt. Highlights of the bill. Punishment for bribe-taking enhanced. Minimum punishment of 3 YRs, extendable up to 7 YRs with fine, from the earlier 6 months, with extension up to 3 YRs. Undue advantage expanded. The earlier limited definition of undue advantage expanded to now include anything other than legal remuneration. Gifts criminalized. Gifts received for established undue advantage/nalify motive are now considered an act of corruption. Collusive bribe givers criminalized. For the first time, the giving of bribe has now been made a direct offense on par with taking of bribe. At the same time, protection has been built in against coercive bribery, as long as the victim comes forward within 7 days. Corporate bribery criminalized. Superiors to be held if employee/agent has bribed with their approval for advancement of the organization's interests. Immediate Forfeiture Law enforcement empowered for immediate attachment and forfeiture of illegal property of a public servant. Invoking provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act PMLA. Timely trial mandated. To conclude the investigation and trial within 2 YRs, extendable up to 4 YRs. Sources: The Hindu. Topic: India and its neighborhood relations. Girinka program. What to study? For prelims, Girinka program. Key features. For mains, India-Africa relationship is beyond strategic considerations. Context: Prime Minister Narendra Modi gifted 200 cows to villagers from rural villages as part of the London government's Girinka program. About Girinka program. The program was initiated by President Paul Kagame in response to alarmingly high rate of childhood malnutrition and as way to accelerate poverty reduction and integrate livestock and crop farming. Under this program, farmers residing in region get cows from government and gift first female calf to neighbor to promote brotherhood. The program is based on premise that providing dairy cow to poor transforms livelihoods, reconciles communities, improving agricultural productivity through use of manure as fertilizers. The program has contributed to increase in agricultural production in Rwanda, especially milk production and products, and has reduced malnutrition and increased incomes. Sources: The Hindu. Paper 3. Topic: Indian economy and issues relating to planning, mobilization of resources, growth, development and employment. Inter-creditor agreement ICA. What to study? For prelims, what is inter-creditor agreement ICA? Standstill clause. For mains, ICA features, significance and challenges associated. Context: More than 50 banks and financial institutions in India have entered into an inter-creditor agreement to speed up the resolution of stressed assets of Rs 50 crore and above that are under consortium lending. What is inter-creditor agreement ICA? The inter-creditor agreement is aimed at the resolution of loan accounts with a size of 50 crore and above that are under the control of a group of lenders. It is part of the SASHAGT plan approved by the government to address the problem of resolving bad loans. The agreement is based on a recommendation by the Suno Media Committee that looked into resolution of stressed assets. How it works. The agreement says if 66% of lenders by value agree to a resolution plan, it would be binding on all lenders. The dissenting creditors will, however, have the option to sell their loans to other lenders at a discount of 15% to the liquidation value, or buy the entire portfolio paying 125% of the value agreed under the debt resolution plan by other lenders. The agreement says each resolution plan would be submitted to an overseeing committee comprising experts from the banking industry. For dissenting creditors, the agreement says the lead bank has the right, but not the obligation, to arrange the buyer of the loan facilities at a value that is equal to 85% of the liquidation for the resolution value. WHICHEDER is lower. Dissenting creditors can also exit by selling their loans to any entity at a price mutually arrived at between the lender and buyer. The agreement has a standstill clause wherein all lenders are barred from enforcing any legal action against the borrower for recovery of dues. During the standstill period, lenders are barred from transferring or assigning their loans to anyone except a bank or finance company. The standstill provision will be operative for 180 days from the reference date. The RBI has asked lenders to resolve their restructured loans within 180 days beginning March 1st or refer those to the bankruptcy court. However, the provision would not prevent lenders from opting against borrowers or directors for criminal offense. Lenders are in the process of getting this inter-creditor agreement approved by their boards. Significance of the agreement. The agreement is a huge step forward in tackling the bad loan issue as it is drawn up by banks themselves and is a reflection of bankers' resolve to collectively find a solution to stressed asset mess. Almost the entire banking system and prominent NBFCs like REC, PFC are joining the ICA, which has held back fast and effective resolution of stressed assets for decades in the past. Background. The non-performing assets NPAs or bad loans in the banking sector crossed Rs 9 lakh crore at end December 2017, and the Reserve Bank of India has warned of further worsening of the situation. Way ahead. The biggest obstacle to bad loan resolution is the absence of buyers who can't purchase stressed assets from banks, and the unwillingness of banks to sell their loans at a deep discount to their face value. Unless the government can solve this problem, the bad loan problem is likely to remain unresolved for some time to come. Sources: The Hindu. Topic: Awareness in the fields of IT, space, computers, robotics, nanotechnology. World's fastest man-made spinning object. What to study? For prelims, the fastest man-made spinning object. Who developed it? What is quantum mechanics? For mains, significance and potential applications of the object. Context: Scientists have developed the fastest man-made rotor in the world, which they believe will help them study quantum mechanics. The fastest man-made spinning object. How was it developed? The scientists synthesized a tiny dumbbell from silica and levitated it in high vacuum using a laser. The laser can work in a straight line or in a circle. When it is linear, the dumbbell vibrates, and when it is circular, the dumbbell spins. A spinning dumbbell functions as a rotor, and a vibrating dumbbell functions like an instrument for measuring tiny forces and towards, known as a torsion balance. Speed. At more than 60 billion revolutions per minute, this machine is more than 100,000 times faster than a high-speed dental drill. Potential applications. With this, scientists will be able to study things like quantum mechanics and the properties of vacuum. Understanding these mechanisms is an essential goal for the modern